Whatever artificial intelligence becomes, it will forever be a material intelligence without a soul. It may construct a joke, but it will not find it funny. If it writes a Zen koan, it will not understand the paradox. It will have as much in common with the human brain as a plane does with a pigeon or a goose. Typically, mid-air collisions between birds and speeding planes do not end well for the bird, though. Does artificial intelligence present a similar danger to humanity? Any scientific breakthrough will contain a trade-off between benefits and risks. After a rather unpromising start to the first half of the last century, a third world war has yet to materialize due to the threat of complete annihilation. Is it then hyperbolic to ask, does AI risk the annihilation of the human soul? Computer pioneer and chemical castration recipient Alan Turing proposed a thought experiment. If an individual cannot tell the difference between human intelligence and an artificial one, then AI had arrived. Like Moore's law, which predicted that the number of transistors on a microchip would double every 2 years, the pace of computer science has surpassed Turing's test. From deepfakes to autoscammers and social media bots, we are routinely deceived by AI. If AI is indeed here, perhaps it's time to turn the test around in the direction of humanity itself. In Fooled by Randomness, Nassim Nicholas Taleb proposes what he calls a reverse Turing test. For Taleb, it was a test about human intelligence. A better test would be a test about the human soul. What does it say about us when we cannot distinguish between what is AI and what is human? If there is a hierarchy of souls, an individual's soulfulness could be measured based on their ability to tell the difference. We are only beginning to develop instincts to tell us that something is off when an AI is being used to deceive us. And to be fair, most social interactions between humans are slightly perfunctory and robotic. In large groups, humanity also starts to exhibit the aspect of a hive mind or soulless automata. But what about those individuals who continue to exhibit this behavior regardless of the circumstances? The so-called sheeple, zombies, and NPCs that walk among us. Will they find their soulmate in an AI companion? Enjoy AI-generated art, music, and writing? A robot culture for robot people appears to be happening already. To distinguish what is false from what is true, what is appearance from what is reality, is the eternal problem. In importance, it is the only problem. When dreaming, we lose this ability entirely and believe every absurdity presented to us. When watching a film or reading a work of fiction, we freely suspend this ability to immerse ourselves in the experience. The willingness to suspend disbelief when interacting with an AI can be a form of harmless fantasy play, but does anyone really believe it will end there? In Frederick Brown's short story Answer, humans have built the ultimate supercomputer. The computer is asked if there is a God. It replies, yes, now there is a God. While the inversion of a higher intelligence created by a lower one provides a nifty punchline to the story, whatever godlike properties AI has will be projected onto it by humanity. It will be the latest golden calf, an object of idolatry onto which we will abdicate our burden of freedom, a superior intelligence to do the thinking and choosing for us. A polytheism of AI gods and goddesses lay open before us. Temples dedicated to the goddess Siri. Household idols and oracles consulted with the magic words, "Hey Alexa," as the almighty Grok watches from above on his throne in the new Mount Olympus. Does it matter who is the final arbiter of what is true and what is reality, though? Humanity or AI? If we all shared the same delusion, then it would no longer be a delusion. It would be reality. Only if there were a higher intelligence than both humanity and AI would it matter. The unforeseen benefit of the widespread use of AI might be to illustrate the limits of intelligence. Whether it is human or artificial intelligence, there are limits to what truths it can uncover. While we are prepared to be outsmarted by AI, are we prepared to say that it is wiser? Ultimately, AI will not be motivated by love or hatred of humanity. Its code will be benign or malevolent to the whims of the human coder. The coder will probably not be motivated by either love or hate, but only by what is interesting or useful. The algorithms for internet search engines seemed benign at first, but did anyone predict the political and cultural polarization that would result from them? It's likely we will not be able to predict the dangers in the full-scale use of AI. Like the bird in the path of a speeding plane, it's something we'll never see coming.